Meet Dennis, old-time sailing friend, who learned to sail on this lake with many different boats he upgraded to inside before going to the Chesapeake Bay in a 34-foot sailboat, just the right size for the bay. Dennis is also in my videos number 11, 12, and 13, where I help his cousin and him move a 40-foot fishing trawler from Rhode Island to the Chesapeake Bay. A number of years ago, he went over to the dark side with a 45-foot diesel-powered Sea Ray, so he has not been sailing or sailing on this lake in many, many years. I still use the old Hank-on head sails. Although the bigger they are, it does not afford me the extra cost of installing a roller furling system on this size boat. I have a head sail downhaul for lowering these many sizes of sails without me going forward to lower them by hand. So I'm getting the downhaul unwound and the halyard ready for raising this head sail. You can see me working with two lines in raising this head sail. The sheets head sail control lines disconnected from the bottom end of the head sail. I had to go forward while Dennis steered the boat into the wind so I could reattach these control sheets. boom topping lift is a little tight, creating a twist in the mainsail. This twist causes a little depowering of it. So again, I had to go to the mast to loosen this line a little. The wind has picked up to over 15 miles per hour. I tried to use the Cunningham to help depower the mainsail, but the control line was improperly installed the last time I removed the mainsail for repair. I had installed the Cunningham line into the reefing grommet. There's a grommet above the bottom front corner of the mainsail, about 1/3 of distance up to the reefing grommet. The Cunningham is used to stretch the sailcloth down, while the halyard has stretched tight the rope sewn into the front edge of the sail right next to the mast. This downward pull on the sailcloth moves the center rack of the mainsail forward about 10% to make the mainsail flatter, thus a small depowering of this sail. It goes forward, so that flattens the back of the main and depowers it. So the Cunningham is your first point on reef, is the Cunningham. On the water, right above the cabin top, you can see a round dark spot on the water. This is a small puff of wind that has come down from above. This wind hitting the water will spread out in many directions. You can see it moving towards us, and when it gets to the bow of the boat, one can see the headsail start to luff or flutter like a flag. So the boat has to be steered for this wind shift, meaning the wind is now coming at us straight on. Comes down and bounces off the water, and it's shifty. That's the second worst place that I've ever sailed. That's compared to the ocean and the New York Harbor and the Chesapeake Bay.
So he's right on the harbor now.
The wind was coming out of the south-southwest. We are now going due west, a 60-degree wind shift in a distance of a couple hundred yards. The higher elevation, hills, and trees along the edge of the shore causes these major shifts in wind direction on this lake situated in the Allegheny Mountains.
Oh no, no, because of cancer. Yeah, so she needs. If she's gonna do that, you tell her to start now. Oh yeah, well that's all. They just have to figure out.
Yeah, this is all so new that.
For everybody, everybody is different on what they can take and what happens and everything. And when they get that research down to the point where they can get them into categories, they'll know where to work with you.
Like I said, my cousin has leukemia, and this drug, and you do it for a year, and
we are sailing downwind, where the wind is coming over the stern. This point of sail is called running. The head sail is in a wind shadow of the mainsail, so it is flogging back and forth because it cannot get enough wind to keep it filled. Wind coming over the stern, and then we get a large wind shift. The wind will get in front of the mainsail and flip it across to the other side of the boat. This is called an accidental jibe, and you can see what would happen if one is standing up. And then the wind swings around almost 180 degrees and jibes the sail back again. When running with the wind, you can see the boat goes flat and not heeled over on its side. The wind is pushing us forward, so there's not much sideways push because we can only go as fast as the wind can push. This is the slowest point of sail. A safe jibe has to be planned, and the mainsail set more to the center of the boat. Help from the helmsperson steering the boat to eliminate this backwinding of this sail. Once the mainsail is pulled in and secured, the boat can then be steered in a different direction, so this mainsail can be filled with wind on the other side of the boat. When the mainsail is refilled with wind, the boom can then be unsecured and let out to match the new heading. This is the boat turning with the wind coming over the stern, the opposite of the wind coming over the bow. A tack is when the wind is coming over the bow or front of the boat, and the boat turns through the center of the wind. A jibe is when the boat is turned when the wind is coming over the stern or back in. The whole contract is both on the inside and outside.
So the inside was
We are still sailing with the wind coming over the stern, pushing on the sails forward. We have been sailing north on a beam reach where the wind is coming across the side of the boat at 90 degrees to the direction we're going. The wind is coming out of the west.
Back up the bay.
You made it the whole way down here on one tack.
Yeah.
We have sailed about 3 miles to almost the breast of the dam that created this lake for recreation. We were on a beam reach in one tack.
Seems like it's longer than 45 minutes, doesn't it?
Like I said, you and Sally ever want to come down, you're welcome.
We now have to sail back up the lake on a beam reach the other direction with the wind at 90 degrees, hopefully the whole way.
No, we were went down.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for watching. I hope my little narration during this sail will help you understand how a sailboat works.